Today guys, I'm going to show you how to make a very easy and efficient honey bottle farm in Minecraft 1.16 and onwards. Now the farm you see is here behind me. There is a world download down in the description if you want that. I'm going to show you how to build it block by block in just a second, but just to say a couple of things about this. First of all, these are the materials needed. Now all the materials at the top here are needed for the actual mechanism that you see inside there to make the bee farm. As for the other things, obviously you're not going to have bee spawn eggs in survival, but you do need to get your bees over. So you want to get at least 2, then you could breed them for a third, but obviously 3 is the best to have per bee nest. Now talking about the bee nest itself, this could also be a beehive. They are interchangeable, you can use either one of those. This right here is some diorite slabs. As you see, they could be anything that you can put in the system for the item filter that will not be going through. So really anything other than a honey bottle. I just chose diorite slabs. Now all of this stuff here is about making this case around it. Now you don't have to do this, but I highly recommend it. It keeps the bees all nicely together, and they're not going to like fly off or get hurt or anything like that. So this is sort of how I'd recommend you do it, but it's a little bit up to you on that part. And then the flowers that we have here can be any flowers that you want, and the glass bottles, really you can't have too many of those. The glass bottles are going to go in the dispenser here like this, and the way the system will work, when there's honey in the hive, this will get dispensed and turn into honey bottles which go and get stored down here. Now the build itself, what I've done is I've built this out of glass, so you guys, if you do the world download, can come and see this very easily. But as you can see, it's reasonably simple to do. There's not too much redstone or materials needed. So that's a good little overview of what we're going to do. I'm now going to hop on to the Tortuga server, which you can join. Link for that down in the description, and I'm going to build it on there step by step with you guys. Okay, so here I am on the Tortuga server. You can see I'm in my industrial zone where I build all my farms and things like that. And this right here is where we're going to build our bee farm. So I've got a little pod here sort of set aside for it. So obviously I've got all the materials here ready to go. So the first thing you want to do is grab out your chests. I've got some blocks of iron. This is to build the temporary blocks for the redstone and stuff like that. And then we'll grab out some of these redstone components as well, because we're going to need those first of all, as well as our dispenser and also our bee's nest and hoppers. Here we go. And I will take the redstone torch. The rest of the stuff will come back for. So first thing you want to do is go ahead and place down your 2 chests wherever you want your output to be. So I guess I want mine reasonably near the door, so I'll just place it like here, and that's where all your bottles are going to get stored. The next thing is to go ahead, grab your hoppers, place one hopper there, place a block on top of the chest, and another hopper like that going into that block, just like that. Get rid of that temporary block now. Okay, now what we can do is place 1, 2 blocks there, and your bee nest on top. Now what I need to do is shut the door, because I do already have bees in here. Obviously doing this in survival, it's a bit different. So I went ahead and got 3 bees in here before I picked this up. So we're going to put that in there, and we're also, you know what, let's go and get our flowers straight away, because they can actually be sort of working on getting all the honey collected and stuff like that in the meantime. Plus, if we have flowers here, it'll just kind of keep them near the hive. So just going to do that for now, keep them sort of out of the way when they come out of their house. Okay, so I've dug a little bit of an area out underneath here to do the next bit of this contraption, and what we're going to do is place a couple of blocks behind this hopper right here, just like that. And then what we're going to do is place a block down here, place a block there, and another block just like that. Okay, very good. So let's place a block here just so I can get out. But if we get rid of that block, essentially this is the shape of what's going on here. So then we can go grab our comparator, place that like this, with redstone dust here and one here. Want to place a repeater going in that direction, so it's heading into this block here. Then grab our redstone torch and place that underneath there. Okay, very good. So basically this is going to lock this hopper so that things can't get through, and then in a second we're going to make another little thing here, another circuit here, and this circuit right here is going to be the thing that sort of powers, like when there's a honey bottle in, it will recognize that and unlock. Okay, so what we want to do, go ahead and place a couple of temporary blocks there so we can get our dispenser in this direction. So the dispenser is facing the beehive or bee nest, depending on which you've gone for. Once you've got that in place, you can come around the back, place 1, 2, 3 blocks there, and then 1, 2, 3 blocks here as well. So now we want a comparator going out here with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 redstone dust finishing there. Now place a block on top of there. Now the reason for that is so that redstone doesn't connect up. Now a full beehive, when it's ready for the honey to be collected, will send out a signal of 5. So we've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all around here, and it will power this dispenser. So at this point what we need to do is set it up so that it's an item filter in place. So that's what this honey bottle's for. It's what the slabs are for, although we only need 18 slabs, so I grabbed a little bit too many there we go. And also all of these glass bottles, and I've thrown them on the floor. We need to pick them up. Okay, so what we're going to do now is go into this top hopper here and place down the 18. So you can do that however you want. I mean, it'll work like this, would work just fine. And 1 honey bottle there. So now only honey bottles will come down and into here. The first one that comes down will get stuck in this hopper, because that's just how these systems work. Okay, at this point what you should do is go ahead and place down grass here like this, so the bees are not going to get trapped down underneath the system that you've built. You know, obviously you don't want them getting stuck. So we'll place all of that like that is fine. I mean, they shouldn't be able to get into there because they're adult bees, so that's not something you need to worry about. And then you want to go ahead and place a load of flowers around the front of this system. Now, around the front just means that they're going to be attracted to the flowers, so they're going to stay around the front here and then go from the hive to the flowers and back again. Now, the reason you want to do that is just for efficiency, really. There's no need for them to come back here. You could, if you wanted at this point, like build blocks here to block this in, but I don't really think that's necessary and may not look as nice. But this is essentially the system done. All we need to do now is go ahead and put our empty glass bottles into the dispenser here. And basically, if we just jump up here, once this is full, there's a full signal, which we're almost there. There we go. That was perfect timing. Thank you, Mr. B. So now, I believe we'll have, there we go, our one honey bottle stuck in there. We've got the one there, and from here on, all future honey bottles will come down into here. So those of you that have seen my tutorials before will know that they're always like this, straight to the point, giving you all the information you need in the fastest time possible. And if you like that, guys, please do consider liking and subscribing for more videos like this. As I said, this is the Tortuga server. You can see there's a good few people online right now, and this is our very quiet time. We have 150 people who are part of this server, and if you'd like to be the next one, then please do look at that down in the description and consider joining us. We'd love to have you. That's it for this tutorial, guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. So just a quick outro here to say, what is Tortuga? It is a Hermitcraft-like server in that we have content creators, but it is for anyone, and you don't have to be a content creator, and if you are a content creator, there's no minimum size. Anyone can join. As I say, information is down in the description, but it's basically a survival server with a lot of people, a very active community. So that's a very quick overview. I hope you enjoyed this video.